I have failed this challenge 4 other times, and all of those 4 times it was because of one tiny detail. But this time things had changed. Here is how I conquered 75 hard in one of the most hardest phases in my life. Today I will be speaking about 75 hard and how I was able to complete that. So first and foremost, what is 75 hard? Well, it is a mental fitness challenge that was created by Andy Frisella. He is a very successful entrepreneur. The challenge itself includes 5 things that you have to do every single day. So the first one is you have to take a picture every single day. The second one is stick to a healthy diet. Third one, drink a gallon of water. Fourth, you have to work out twice a day and they cannot be consecutive and one has to be outdoors. And the fifth one, you have to read 10 pages of non-fictional book, so like a personal development book. And those are the 5 things, and you have to do them for 75 days straight. And if you miss any of those things in any of those days, even if you're up to day 65, you have to start over. It's nuts and it's crazy, but this is what makes it hard, okay? That's why it's called 75 hard. First of all, I have tried 4 other times before and I have failed all of those times. And I didn't fail at day 7 or day 10 or day 3. I failed them pretty later on. For some, I would have been up to day 30 or 40. So I was pretty heartbroken every single time that I failed the challenge. I think the last 2 times I actually was in tears. What made me fail all 4 times was I forgot to take a picture 4 times. And I did all the hardest things. So you would think that I would be able to take a photo every day and I wasn't able to. Funny how you'd think, oh, the photo is the easiest one and that's how you can just actually like miss it. That's taught me a big lesson actually. And this year, I did not think that I was gonna do the 75 hard at all. If you were to ask me, it was not in my radar at all. And why that is? It's because I had a baby 5 months ago and I have already completed 75 hard, so I did it quite early into postpartum. So I was like, my baby was 10 weeks and I was in the roughs of motherhood and no sleep and a lot of learning. And my husband actually brought it up one day because one of his good friends decided to do the challenge and he was talking to me about it. He just said, he's like, you know, you should try it out. I was like, what? Now? Are you crazy? I'm barely able to like function being a new mom. How in the hell do you think I'm going to do 75 hard? Like, how do you think that's possible? And he was like, I'll support you, I'll make your meals. Right then and there I was sold. If my husband was gonna make my meals, that is a commitment from his end because he does not like the kitchen. So if he dedicates his time to make all my meals, I'm in. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me push myself. Let's try it out. And what do I have to lose? I literally have nothing to lose. That's how I decided to do 75 hard postpartum. The craziest thing, I'm filming this video and I actually completed the challenge successfully. So do not let anything come in your way. Do not let your excuses, don't let your past failures get in the way, because I failed this challenge 4 other times. I have to keep reminding you guys and myself. It feels quite great because all those things in the challenge are great for you. And like Andy said, it is a mental fitness challenge because it sort of like consumes everything entirely. It doesn't just focus on one aspect of your life, it kind of does it all. You've got the food, you've got the hydration, you've got the exercise, and you've got readings, and then you've got taking a photo. So that's sort of building into consistency because you have to do that every single day, and at the end of it you get to see how far you've come as well. So I think it's such a beautiful way of encompassing everything And that's why it's hard, because every single day you have to work on everything. You have to really be committed to doing this. And that leads me to how was I able to do it? And I will walk you guys through what I did. I hope I inspire you. And if you're a mom and you want to try this out, I definitely say yes, 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 yes. One other thing I actually wanted to add was what 75 Hard did for me in the postpartum period. You would think you're low on energy and you can't take anything else on. The crazy thing is 75 Hard gave me back my energy, but it actually gave me more energy. My days felt more structured in the chaos. Now looking back, it actually feels like it was some sort of adventure because it was so chaotic and I still had to do those 5 things. 1 gallon of water is almost 4 liters. That's a lot of water. So it's a lot of counting and making sure I've drank enough water, making sure I've done 45 minutes of each workout. And of course, as a mum to a baby, you don't get 45 minutes straight to yourself. So those 45 minutes were broken into little like increments. I had to make it work. Now looking back, I was running around the house trying to do my walks. It brought me joy as well. As a mum, especially to a younger baby, it's so much give. And knowing that you're making time to do something for yourself feels so good. The thing that I'm working on the most this year is consistency. So it was such a beautiful way for me to end 2024 completing 75 Hard, because now into 2025, it's given me such a clear vision of how I can do things and I can actually stay consistent no matter what. These are the things I did that helped me finish the challenge and feel the best I've ever felt. First thing I got myself was 75 Hard app tracker thing, and it's free on App Store. Whoever made that app, thank you very much. So easy to use, and you can also take a photo on there. If you're thinking of doing 75 Hard, download this app. It will save you from failing the challenge. Definitely helped me to remember to take a photo. Having that app and checking everything that I've done throughout the day, definitely a game changer. I don't think I used the app the other 4 times. This was definitely good. Definitely use the app. Number 2, the 2 workouts. They seem crazy. How can I do 2 workouts a day and I don't even work out? That was me. I was pregnant, I had the baby, and the previous year I was also pregnant. I hadn't worked out for so long. Doing 2 workouts seemed so overwhelming. All I did for my workouts was walking. I was doing over 10,000 steps a day, just doing those 2 walks a day. And one has to be outdoors, so it got me outside of the house. I know a lot of women suffer from postpartum depression. I felt a little bit down as well some of the days, and it makes total sense why you would. Your hormones are going crazy, your baby's crying, your life's totally changed if you're a first time mom. No sleep. Of course you're gonna go a little bit cuckoo. That's completely normal, and you might feel sad some days and you might get postpartum depression, but 75 Hard changed my energy. I felt great. I wasn't just in the slump of put the baby to sleep, feed the baby. It's a loss. It got me out of the house. That was so good for me. Getting some vitamin D, it was so good, and I got to spend time with my husband, out for walks with my sister, and I even walked with my mom. We went out to the beach. It was so beautiful. It didn't even feel like a challenge anymore. It felt like a relief of some sort, because I had to prioritize going for a walk. Definitely my number 2 thing is make your workouts achievable. Okay, don't go too crazy, especially if you're a mom. But if you can do it, do it. Do not limit yourself. My 3rd thing is probably my first thing, because all the other 4 times I failed because I forgot to take a photo. This time doing 75 Hard, I made sure I took a photo in the morning. First thing in the morning, when I think about 75 Hard or I'm doing this challenge, I go on the app. First thing is take a photo, okay? Don't wait till the end of the day or whenever. Take a photo first thing in the morning. Another thing I did that helped me to remember to take a photo was I weighed myself as well in the morning. So if I forgot to take a photo and I weigh myself, I'm like, oh, okay, I need to take a photo. Link two things, so when you do one, you remember the other thing. It's funny how our brain works. You can trick your brain to remember stuff like that. That was my number one thing, actually, because that made me feel every single time. Fourth thing is being organized and using your time wisely. For me, being a postpartum mom and having a chaotic schedule, being organized is a bit crazy to say, especially when you don't know what your day is going to look like, when your baby's going to cry, when your baby's going to sleep. Putting in a little bit of structure does help. For example, first in the morning I take a photo and I drink a lot of water in the morning, so I don't have to drink a lot of water later on in the day. The little moments I would get that I would just be a couch potato, I was putting that time to use. So whenever I have a little bit of free time, I would walk around the house. So that's how I did my indoor. I would just walk around the house. Sometimes I would carry the baby in a little cute carrier and walk around the house, and that was my workout. I was doing my steps. I was doing over 10,000 steps a day. Use your time wisely. That's really, really important, because the other 4 times I remember doing 75 hard. I was doing it with my husband as well. We would be up till 3 a.m. gulping water and trying to complete our workouts and who knows what. But this time I was always done latest by like 11 or 11:30. So this is my fourth thing, is having people in your life that support you. For me, it was my husband. He made the meals for me and I didn't have to think about that. So that was so beautiful. Thank you, babe. And I had friends and my sister, they were supporting me. It felt great knowing that I have people that support me. If I could do it, they can do it as well. So hopefully inspire people in my life and you guys. The sixth thing is plan out your meals. That's so important so you don't cheat. And because 75 hard is you sort of come up with your own meals. The challenge doesn't come up with a plan for you. You create your own plan, which is so beautiful. Even if it's like, I'm only gonna eat home cooked meals. You don't have to count calories, you don't have to do none of that. And that is your meal plan for 75 days. That's how easy this can be. When you look at it and stick to a healthy diet, it can seem a bit overwhelming, but you can just tweak the things to work for you. But the only thing is you got to stick to that for 75 days. So if you say I'm going to do home cooked meals for 75 days, make sure you do home cooks for 75 days, okay? Because if you eat out, done, okay? Drink your water in the morning and throughout the day. Don't wait till the end of the day to gulp your water. It's not fun at all. Seventh thing is funny to me, but I was thinking about it. I was like, what else do you need? What else do you need to complete 75 hard? For sure, you need sheer will. You need will. Pure will. And your will is, I will complete this challenge, no matter what. If you have will, you can conquer everything. You can do anything. And we are limitless, let me tell you. I don't want to go down a tangent. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole. I will just leave it at that. But just know that limitless, do not limit yourself. And when you have sheer will to do anything, you can do it, okay? I did it. I did a postpartum. You can too. That was everything that I did to help me complete 75 hard. And I hope I have inspired you. Before I go, would I do this again? Definitely yes. I was gonna start straight away or start the beginning of the year. I think today while I'm filming this is the 3rd of January, but I'm just gonna give myself a bit more time because I'm working on other things. So definitely is a yes. I would definitely do this again. What was my biggest lesson? My biggest lesson was you have enough time for the things that you want, okay? Hence why I'm back on YouTube after completing my 75 hard. That was my next mission, was to be here and make videos for you guys, and that was my lesson, and this is what I'm doing, okay? You have time for the things you want in your life. You can make time. So no matter how chaotic your life is, you can do it. You can always make time. So yeah, that's it, guys.